And right now we are joined by the cast, the director, the producers of the film Vimukt. Well, Vimukt had a world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival and it bagged an award as well. And right now it is premiering at the 56th edition of IFFI. Many congratulations to you for that international honor. Coming from a city like Gwalior and then making it to Toronto and other international festivals and IFFI as well, how do you look at the journey?
I look at journey as just as a filmmaker. Like, I want to tell stories and I'm telling stories, and people like Pooja and Shelly and our whole team came, and I'm still telling a story, and it is recognized by the global on a global stage. So it's a big thing for us, and it's a biggest motivation to make or tell the new stories. So yeah, it's a very motivating and it's humbling. Yeah.
But Jitangji, when we talk about transforming and coming from smaller areas to the international level, the kind of opportunity that you got, what is the transformation that you are seeing right now that makes it even more possible and easier in today's time?
Right. So the biggest problem for a independent filmmaker or a person like me who came from very small town is to recognize and to tell the stories which can reach out a global or a national stage. So by this event, or like by the award and all, or the TIFF and IFFI journey, this is maybe comfortable for us to tell our stories or reach out to different people or on a global stage, or they will listen to our stories. Like for new independent filmmakers, it's maybe motivating, inspiring some way. Like people who have won awards before us, like they inspired us to make these stories.
We always say this project is born out of manifestation of a lot of people. So though we did not know that it is going to have its world premiere at Toronto, it's going to win at Toronto, but in our wild thoughts, we have spoken about all of it. We have spoken about, having an international premiere. We have spoken about winning an award, and all of that is happening. I feel like in spite of all the limited resources that we had, there was a lot of intention, like really pure intention that was attached to the film. And though we don't have a fancy setting, we don't have, huge contacts to go to the right places, I think it's now the film is taking us to all of these places. And yeah, to answer your question, it was just it was a wild thought. We really did not know that we'll come this far with the film.
And when you as the producer heard about this wild thought, because we are talking with many producers, and there was a small incident that Anupam Kher ji shared about Tanvi the Great, that many of the producers backed out from his particular film. Now when you heard about this film coming into the being the producer of it, did you ever find it as a challenging task or regret it anywhere when the film was in the pre-production stage?
So because I am writer as well of this project, so I was sure that I want to tell this story. So then I became a producer. I was writer first. So I did not approach to the market or went to a different producer to produce this film. So I myself did it. So that was easier for me, that okay, I trust this project, I trust my team, and that's the reason I finished this project. Yeah.
And when we talk about the trust that you're talking about and the challenges that any of the film involves, and especially with such fresh films and such fresh concepts and a fresh cast as well, what do you think how platforms like IFFI help you promote such films? And Toronto is of course an award-winning category that you've already added to your hat, but had it not happened, what would have been the situation at that time?
That's a very good question. Yeah, of course, we are confident and we are smiling all here. But having said that, of course, it is going to be a big challenge if you don't have any awards in your kitty. But we are happy at least that we got all these things and journeys going forward. I always say that Vimukt is taking us to the festivals. We cannot take the film to the festivals. If it is a good film, it will take you to the places. So I believe in the film. We all believe in the film.
When we talk about your journey going ahead, what more plans do you have in your kitty?
Regarding festivals, regarding Vimukt, we all have our projects, and I have some stories and I have to tell. So after Vimukt journey, we'll work on that, right? Yeah. So Vimukt journey is going on, and we are approaching different film festivals. We have a TIFF, IFFI, then we have another festivals in our bucket list. So yeah, that's all.
And Shelly, what about you when it comes to writing and working in such movies that are really path breaking? that creates a new example, and it's like a new dawn for young filmmakers as well. How do you look at it, and the sort of message that you want to give out to those young filmmakers who would see you today at the IFFI platform and they would be inspired to, take their dreams forward?
I think with this film, I always say that this, something like this coming to life and doing what it's doing on its own right now, it can be such an inspiring thing for young filmmakers, because look at where Jitang comes from. All the films that he has made before this were completely like a one-man army situation where he was doing everything and making films in small places. Pooja just wrote the script, because there was a story that she wanted to tell, and then everything just followed. We never at any point we got restricted by, okay, we don't have enough resources, we don't have enough funding. We were like, okay, we want to just go ahead and tell this story, and we did it. And I think the way we've shot it in 11 days with 20 people crew, and whatever the film is doing right now, shooting in live locations like Kumbh, shooting in villages with really limited resources. We had limited lights, we had limited team. So all of that, but I feel all of these are just variables. What is your intention with your project is what matters, and don't let anything, stop you. If you want to go tell a story, go ahead and just tell that story, and everything else will follow.
Pooja ji, this is also an example that funding is also a secondary thing. Go and give, wing to your dreams. Yeah.
We are also learning, there are a lot of trial and error, but thing is that minimum budget में भी film बन सकती है. Intention अच्छी होनी चाहिए. Team is very important, of course. It's a teamwork, team effort.
Yeah. All right, so for those who haven't seen Vimukt as of now, please go and watch out. Made in 11 days, and especially at a location like Mahakumbh, where there was hardly a space to shoot a film there, they have completed an entire feature film, and of course won an award at TIFF as well.